Welcome to Denim-wrapped Nightmares, a tipsy exchange podcast, where we explore the Supernatural series, episode by episode.
Over drinks, we'll discuss the lore, the gore, and what we adore about the Winchesters and their adventures.
I'm Berly, and I'm a new fan of the series.
I'm LA, and I'm here along for the ride. Now let's get tipsy.
Oh my god. Okay. Hello, LA.
Hey, Berly. You gonna make it?
No, I'm certain I'll cry again at the end, but we're gonna push through.
Okay. Our last episode was titled Clip Show, and Sam and Dean reunited with Castiel, and they were digging through the Men of Letters files and stumbled upon an undiscovered film which could have been, or which they felt could be the key to the third trial. Metatron enlists Cas to mull over problems at home. Meanwhile, Crowley was digging into Sam and Dean's past.
Today's episode is titled Sacrifice. Shut up.
And I didn't say anything.
It's the 23rd episode and the season finale of season 8. It originally aired on May 15th, 2013. We open up with Sheriff Jody Mills, and she looks fabulous.
She does.
She looked all kinds of fancy, and she was there for a blind date with someone named Roderick. Well, a waitress comes over, brings Jody a nice little cosmopolitan, and Jody's like, wait, I didn't order this. And then all of a sudden, Crowley appears.
He's Roderick.
Yeah, she was like, Roderick? Oh my God. And he's like, your picture did not do you justice. So we see that, like, there's a little bit of a time lapse there, like a transition, fade, merge kind of shot thing. So some time has passed. And Jody is just kind of pointing out, like, okay, you're fancy schmancy. I'm small town girl. You know, we don't have anything in common. Where could this go? And he says, we
To
do
the
have
bedroom.
Right? I know. Like, that type of choking was not what Jody had in mind, Crowley. How dare you?
Yeah.
How dare you? And also, did she survive?
I mean, I'm hoping so.
Nobody fucking said anything. Like, it's like,
Yeah.
what the hell? Like, I was
She's still on the bathroom floor,
screaming
bleeding through
at
her
the
mouth?
television. Yes. Like, they never said anything about it. We never saw her vertical again. Like, I'm going to be livid if they killed her off. And like you literally just said in the last episode.
Will they even address if she, like, that they did? Or is it
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like, when we last saw her, she was still gasping for air. She wasn't dead.
Yeah.
But we didn't see her, like, get up and walk out of there either. And
I mean,
no
I'm
one...
assuming since they made the call to Crowley while he was still there, maybe he called it off.
Right, but I was expecting some sort of exposition whenever they were met with Kevin for them to be like, you know, thank goodness we got to Jody in time or something. But nothing. They said nothing.
I don't know. TBD.
Oh, my God. But anyway, so Crowley says, I'm so snotty. I'm sorry, y'all. Crowley says that they do have something in common, loss. And so we get the, like, background montage where it shows her in her episode. It had the word dead in it, where she lost her son and her husband in that episode. And so she was like, yeah, like, how'd you know?
I would be creeped out that he knew that. I'd be like, no, really, how do you know?
Right. That would be weird. But they end up chatting more, having more drinks.
Good little date.
Yeah. And then Jody excuses herself to go to the restroom. She's in there being like, oh my God, what are you doing? You're fucking crazy. Like, but he's hot. Oh my God, he's so hot though. And then she finds the hex bag in her purse while he starts saying the incantation at the table. Like, he set up his little
I know
thing on the table. Like, he rolled out some parchment and set out his little candle and put his little picture with the painting on it. It looked a lot like stuff from the Dr. Phil, Shut Up Dr. Phil thing, and started going into that. And then when his phone rang, it was Anaconda by Sir Mix-a-Lot.
Uh-huh.
I was just like, what is happening? And so Jody's in the bathroom touching up her makeup and getting herself all excited about, like, she's definitely going home with him on their first date, is what I'm thinking she's thinking. She's like, oh yeah, this is on.
If nothing else.
Yeah, this is crazy.
Happening.
I don't think there's any longevity here, but I'm going to fuck that man, is what I'm thinking Jody's doing in the bathroom. Dean is telling him, you've got the deal, okay? So we cut from the end of last episode where Dean is like, no deal. We're going to kick it in the ass. It'll be fine. And then we cut to Dean being like, deal, you got a deal. You got a deal. So I kind of was like, what happened? What happened between? Like, did they tell him that that he was going for Jody next, and that was the breaking point for them? You know, what happened here? But we never
Yeah.
really find out. Crowley is, of course, taunting them and being like, "Are you sure?" And he's got his fingers over the candle to stop the spell from going on. And poor Jody in the bathroom, like I said, she's choking on her own blood. And then Crowley says, "I need to hear 2 words. I surrender." And it just shows Dean sitting there fuming, pissed off. And then it cuts to supernatural. And then when we come back, we're at a completely different scene. So again, we don't know. I mean, I assume he said "I surrender" because we know that he meets up with Crowley. But I'm asking, like, did he say it in time? Like, Jody survived.
Yeah.
We're gonna assume she did because that's what I need to do.
For Jody.
Right?
You know?
We see Kevin is digging up where he hid the other half of the demon tablet because that's part of the deal. And he buried it under a giant billboard with like this Satan and devil and hell and all this stuff. And they were like, "Really, Kevin?" He's like, "What? I was out of my mind. I was going crazy. Leave me alone." And you know what, guys? No one found it, okay? So
Exactly.
shut up. He's doing fine. And finally, Sam and Dean give him the key and tell him where the bunker is. And then they're all like, "No keggers, no parties." And Kevin goes, "I don't have any friends." I was like, oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
You guys have just ruined my life.
Yeah. You ruined my life. What did you think I was going to do? Then I'm sitting here being like, y'all let all these other people in. But I guess because they gave him the key. Like, they didn't just tell him where it was. They gave him the key to the bunker that they're making a bigger deal out of it.
Move in.
Oh.
Not just visit.
And he assures them that he thinks they're doing the right thing by stopping the trials. Or that's the assumption, right? The assumption is that they're stopping the trials and giving the tablet to Crowley and that they've given in, right? But that's not what the plan is. It gets revealed slowly through the episode. Castiel and Metatron are still hanging out, trying to figure out what they're going to do next. Cass is asking, "What was he like? What was God like?" You know? And I don't even remember what Metatron said. So I guess he wasn't memorable.
Yeah, wow.
I mean, we find out later he was apparently a really memorable dude and made Metatron feel super fucking special. So he was dealing with some serious abandonment daddy issues whenever God up and left, and the archangels did not make him feel at home anymore. But anyway, they are sitting outside on a bench watching a barkeep, the bar owner, sweeping the steps. And it's also important that there's the guy standing out there with the sign. I always forget to talk about these little spies that they let us see are everywhere. So this is obviously a spy for heaven. The episode where they went to purgatory to get to hell, there was a demon spy in the alley there. So they always have these little spies just kind of everywhere. But they do give us a very clear shot of heaven's spy over here on the side. Metatron lets Cass know that the next trial, they need to get Cupid's bow. So no murders this time.
Yeah, that's
You know, things are looking
easy
up.
peasy.
Yeah. They go into the bar.
like that versus what Sam has had to do. Like, come on.
Yeah, no murdering this time. So they go into a bar to keep a better eye on the barkeep because, again, Metatron is still connected somehow. He said he had been listening in to angel radio, particularly the Cupid frequency, and he knew that this dude was the next dude on the list. So they're keeping an eye on him. After Castiel says some very inappropriate things to the barkeep.
I loved it.
He's like going through the dating ads, trying to help hook up the bartender sooner rather than later. And it's like, that's not how it works. You know that it's a special person, not just anybody, but whatever. He's just trying to be helpful. Okay. Castiel is desperate for a win at this point.
He was trying to figure out his kinks so he could help him better choose
like
from the
straight
personal
up
ads.
asking about it. Like, you into role playing? Like, what is it? What is it, buddy? I loved how he was like, "Dude, it's like 10 a.m. on a Tuesday."
Yeah. not now. Too early.
But Metatron orders 2 beers and the guy's just like on it. Well, Naomi and her like minions show up and they are livid. And the bartender tries to help out Cas and Metatron, but they take him down, knock his ass out. And Metatron finally looks at Castiel and is like, "Stop, just stop. Let them take me," because they were going to try and kill Castiel. So Metatron kind of saved Cass's ass there. and went with all the angels.
I like that Ion Eon tattled on him so they knew where to find him.
Is that what happened?
Yeah, remember he was at Naomi's desk telling her, and he's like, I think he's with Metatron.
Oh, yeah, he had been spotted, and we've seen him. They were like, we've seen him with him.
Yeah,
like,
that's it.
What? Oh,
and she was not happy.
No, she was terrified whenever we see her last alive. I thought her arc was going to be bigger. Like, damn. Sorry, girl.
She was just there to reveal the twist.
I guess so. Well, talking about the agreement that we turned out, I can't talk. I'm still upset, okay?
We understand. We know.
Well,
anybody that's watched will understand.
We were thinking Sam and Dean are going to go give over the tablet and give up. So they go meet Bobby. Or not Bobby. It was Crowley. It was Crowley, but they're in Bobby's old junkyard. Like, did you see them go and look at the old car and everything? So I was just like, oh. Crowley picked that spot just to be an asshole.
For sure.
100%. And so Crowley looks pleased as fucking punch. He is so happy because, he's won.
What is it? The cat. He's the cat that got the cream.
Oh, for sure. Can Crowley get your cream, LA?
Ooh, whoa.
That too far? Did I go too far? They each show that they have what they've come for, because Dean did throw in that last clause. Like, you have to give us the angel tablet if we're giving you the demon tablet. Like, no one should have both. That's not fair.
Yeah.
And Crowley agreed, but I'm sure he had some sort of plot in place to get it back. Lord knows. They said, where's the contract? And he rolls out.
That was a bit much.
How many feet do you think that was? I want to say that was like 10 feet.
I was going to say 10, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, it was so funny. And Dean yeah, sure. I'm sure there's no hidden agendas or something in there. Like, we're not signing this until we read the fine print. Dean tries to sign it first, and Crowley was smart. He was like, no. Moose is completing the trials. He's who has to sign the contract that he's going to stop. So they're there for a little bit. And what I didn't understand, though, was why reading it that Dean moved closer to Crowley to read it rather than further back.
That's what was he reading up it? I'm guessing it was written in a way that was he
just holding the bottom? Was he just holding the bottom and was up there at Crowley, pretending like maybe he was asking about something? I don't know.
I assumed it was backwards, where he started where it was way out near him, and then
that's what I thought. But whenever he was standing there in front of Crowley, it was like he still had the end. He still had the bottom part.
Did he?
Yeah, it was still it was still hanging between them. And so I was like, huh.
He just wanted to make him uncomfortable, get into his personal space.
And Crowley didn't care because he's clearly a Dean girl. Actually, I don't know. He might be a Sam girl.
I was gonna say he's always making comments about Moose.
Well, anyway, Dean gets right up in there.
Well, also for what he's about to do, maybe that's why.
Well, that's why Dean is doing it. I'm just saying, why didn't Crowley be like, what the fuck? Why are you moving up closer to me? How did Dean nonchalantly make his way
Crowley's
up there to him?
He loves me.
Right? That's what I'm saying. I wanted to see that part. They cut away and they're 10, 15 feet apart from each other. And when they cut back, they're right there face to face. So I'm like, how did Dean nonchalantly just make his way up there with the contract without Crowley being like, what the fuck? Why are you, what are you doing? Anyway, they've reviewed the contract, and Dean has demonic handcuffs that he slaps on Crowley's wrist. And Crowley is like, oh, what? You think I can't just and nothing happens. And Dean's like, ha, 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 ha. We got you, fucker. And guess what? We're not stopping. And you, sir, are the third trial.
I kept thinking, what? I kind of don't want to see a reformed Crowley. I don't want him to be healed.
You're like, I like him just the way he is.
Yeah. It'd be weird.
He made me cry.
Well, we'll get there.
They both did. Him and Samuel.
I feel like Dean made me tear up.
Oh my God, they all did. It was every time I thought I was about to get my shit together, somebody else made me cry. Well, anyway, they got Crowley and they need to go find sacred ground. So they're just like, you know what would be perfect? You remember that church from the November Rain music video where Slash came walking out and did his guitar solo?
Perfect.
Sam was like, yes, that is perfect. That is perfect. That is where we need to go. So
Oh
they
my God,
go
that's funny.
to that church. And it's not as pristine white as it used to be, but it's been like
It's been some years.
20, 30 years at this point. So it's okay. It's still sacred, is my point. They are setting up the church with a devil's trap and getting it all perfect. They have Crowley with all his demonic proof chains. They put a collar on him. They had him in a collar. Kind of liked it.
I bet you did.
The collar. And then he was on the chair. And so they get him set up in there with the devil's trap and all that. And Sam is praying. And Sam's like asking, what? I haven't done this in a while. Like, what do I do for confession? And Dean was just like, oh, I don't know. Like, just some recommendations. Like, you fucked a demon. And then you let Lucifer out of his cage. And then you didn't look for me in purgatory for a year.
Still holding on to that,
right?
huh?
And so Sam's just like, okay, fuck you. And like walks off and goes to go inside and kind of say a prayer, say a little bit of his prayer off to the side. So we don't actually get to hear what Sam says.
Well, he gets into the little confession booth, even though there's nobody there to confess to.
Right, but we didn't get to hear him though, right?
Right.
Okay.
I was surprised that he went, like, that's where they went.
Well, Slash was busy.
Because isn't that only
Slash was not available, LA.
Is he a priest?
Why not?
Sure. Of that church he is. No, because isn't it just Catholicism where they confess like that?
I believe so.
Yeah, I was just surprised that that's, Anyway.
Maybe it wasn't as big of a step, as necessary of a step as...
Right. He was like, no, I'm going to make this real official. There's no priest
Father.
On the other side.
Right.
But I'm going to get in the box
like
and I'm going to do it.
Father Thompson never got to do his control study, right? Where he did the same ritual but didn't confess beforehand to see if it still had the same effect. Father Thompson, he didn't get to do that control study because Abaddon came and rocked his world. So,
Yeah. She rocks a lot of these guys' worlds.
Abaddon showed up and was like, you're not cleaning my taint.
No, she doesn't want to clean one.
She does not want to clean taint. She is happy with it as it is. So Castiel pops in and is just like, oh my God, Dean, they took Metatron. I need your help.
Okay, why did he need his help exactly? Because all they do is go and sit at a bar and watch people.
He didn't want to be alone. Do you like going to a bar by yourself?
Okay, but when I was thinking about asking you this, I was thinking, did he just want company? He just didn't want to go to the bar by himself? I mean, I get it, but they were kind of in an important situation to take him out of.
No, Cass needed help. He doesn't have good people skills, and he needed assistance.
He didn't even talk to anybody. He was just an observer.
Well, while he's telling Dean, like, I need your help. Come help me, buddy. Help me finish. We're going to close the gates of heaven, too. Like, we're going to close it all. We're going to shut it all down so that the angels can't come here either. Dean says just what you said. Like, I'm kind of fucking in the middle of something here, buddy.
Yeah.
I'm not leaving Sam by himself. And then he said something, I didn't write it down, but he said something along the lines of, like, Sam's a fucking mess. He needs help. If anybody needs supervision and needs backup right now, it's Sam, right? Yeah. Remember Cass?
He's damaged.
You keep talking about how Sam's more damaged than you. So
yeah,
he's clearly who needs more help. Well, of course, Sam
Cass is like, don't worry about that. He's real damaged, but right now I need you.
I need you to come sit next to me at a bar. But Sam comes out and hears all this and is just like, fuck it, are you fucking kidding me? Like, yet again. And I can't help but like feel for him because it's like behind Sam's back, Dean talks about how Sam's a hero. Sam is phenomenal. Sam's accomplished things that he didn't think were possible. But then in front of Sam, he's always getting talked about like he's incompetent.
And throwing all that shit he's done in his face yet again.
Yeah. Yeah. So, oh my God, I'm going to cry again. So Sam tells him, like, fuck off. Go. I got this. Nothing big is going to happen for another 8 hours anyways. Like, I'm just going to be injecting Crowley with blood. We've got him locked down. Even if the devil's trap breaks, he's in all those other demonic things. Like, it's fine. Go. And Dean's just like, all right, you don't got to tell me twice. I'm going to the bar with my buddy.
I'm actually surprised he went.
Same.
Yeah.
Same. But I guess he did kind of think, they've watched both of these videos and not a lot happens in those first hours other than the demons just like growling and saying awful things. it didn't get scary crazy until the hand cut and the covering their mouths part.
Yeah.
And at this point, he's thinking that all's going to be good whenever they finish. Like they aren't thinking, or I guess I should say, they aren't choosing to believe that this is going to kill Sam at this point in time.
Yeah.
Dean and Cas pop into the bunker because, they've got the angel tablet now. They stole that shit from Crowley. And they're giving it to Kevin and trying to be like, okay, like, can you help us here? Like, Metatron's not here to help anymore. Can you find where the trials are and help us figure out what we're supposed to do next? Like, we know about this Cupid's bow thing, but what do we do after that? And Kevin is just like, y'all fucking kidding me? It took me how long to decipher half of the demon tablet, and you think I'm going to be able to get through this fucking thing that I've never seen in my life in what, 6 hours, you said? I don't think so. And I love he walked over and poured himself a glass of whiskey.
I was like, damn, Kevin. Okay.
Kev has grown up and he has no more fucks to give.
He really doesn't.
But unfortunately, neither does Cas. And like I said, Cas really needs a win right now. He needs it so desperately. So Cas assaults Kevin and it's just like, no, you're going to do this. Do you understand your task? You're going to do this. Okay. And they peace out. At the church, we see Sam injecting Crowley with his second dose. And Crowley bites the shit out of Sam's arm.
Yeah.
He must have sucked the fuck out of it, too, because he got a lot of blood.
When he was spitting it out, I thought it was going to be like a little chunk of flesh.
When Sam pulled his arm away, did you see that? It was gnarly. Yeah. And I loved Sam. He was like biting Crowley, really? Like he was so disappointed in him. But yeah, Crowley spits it into his hand like LA said. And it's a nice little pool. Like I said, he must have penetrated that skin and sucked with all his might to get that going. So Crowley has some secret talents apparently, because like a fucking Hoover, he got a good amount of blood there. And he makes a little mobile call, makes a little cell phone call. We've never seen it happen without some sort of cauldron or bowl or something involved. He just did it from the palm of his hand, where he was just like, hey, I got fucking kidnapped. I don't know who can hear me right now, but like, I need help. I can't get out of this by myself. I'm fucked. So whoever's out there, whoever can hear me, someone please come help me.
He's on the hotline.
He's on the intercom because he's just like, whoever hears this. Do you remember how cool whenever it was like back in the day and you went into a house and they had an intercom? It was like, oh, wow. They rich, you know? I wonder, do those still exist? I haven't been in a house that's had an intercom in a very long time.
I would think so. Like a mansion, that has staff.
Yeah, you would think they have something going on.
Or do they just text each other?
That's what I was about to say. Like, do they do that? Or is it just because we have this now, you can just call somebody or just text somebody instead? I hope they still exist.
I've seen it where everything's on a tablet now and so I bet it's like they can, how like on the remote you can say what you need now.
We need intercoms back.
Something like
technology is great. Don't get me wrong. But there was other stuff that I wanted.
It was kind of cool.
It was cool. We need intercoms back.
Yeah. Why not?
Well, at the bar, Cas and Dean are having a bevy and just staring at this bartender, trying to figure out what do we do? We just sit here and wait. We just hang out. Well, then
that's so weird.
The delivery person, like the bar keg delivery person or whatever, comes in. Cas did say something about how he thought he saw a beautiful woman earlier, but now he doesn't think it was a woman. So I guess there was a fabulous drag queen that popped into the bar or something.
Oh, I missed that.
But the woman comes in and is talking to them, and Dean's just like, oh, here we go. Here we go. This is just like the beginning of every porn I've ever seen. Here we go. And she puts her hand on the bartender and then Rob, the gentleman who's been sitting there, who apparently is a regular at the bar. And she tells them both to have a really great evening, and she leaves. And something's on the TV. I didn't catch what it was. Did you?
I didn't either. When they're what did they both say? Oh, that's sweet.
That's fucking sweet. Yeah.
Yeah.
So whatever it was fucking sweet. And that was enough for them just to be like, oh my God, we have this one thing in common.
I love you.
We should go fuck. They were very cute though.
Yeah, it was kind of adorable.
I thought they were kind of cutie patootie there. That was sweet. Castiel and Dean are like, all right, that's our chick. Let's go out there and talk to her. And Castiel is just like, okay, so I don't have to kill her, but maybe I will. Whenever they get out there, he pulls out his angel blade and is like, give me your bow.
Yeah.
And Dean is like, whoa, calm down, Stabby. Let's try having a conversation here first. And they end up explaining to her what they're trying to do. And she's just like, yeah, it's fucked up there. So maybe we do need to close those gates until we can get our shit together because it's pretty bad. So
Yeah.
I'm going to agree. I'm going to help you guys. And she gives him their bow, which it appeared like kind of a tattoo in her palm.
Yeah.
And Cass still held up his angel blade. We didn't.
Cut it out.
That's what. Okay, that's what I was like gonna ask
Yeah.
because they didn't
I
show it.
guess.
But I'm like, I guess they had to cut it out of her
That's
palm.
what I assumed.
So hopefully, even though she gave up her bow, like she'll still be an angel and be able to heal that really quickly. Because
Yeah.
damn girl,
She just can't make the love happen now.
back at Slash's church, the ground starts vibrating. I mean, it was real dramatic.
Oh, it was.
Shit was going crazy, and the ground started to split, like the floorboards and stuff started to split. Sam doesn't know what the fuck is going on. The devil's trap that's holding Crowley does split, but again, he can't do shit. He's still stuck to that chair, and the doors fly open, and that backlighting where it's still dark outside, like it's night outside, but that backlighting with her standing in the doorway was fucking perfection.
Yeah, I liked it.
She looked so good.
I was like, oh, she's back to being a badass.
Yeah, kicked in that door. She's fixed up her makeup. She's still rocking that same outfit and not even trying to hide that her head is stitched back onto her body. Fuck it. But she cleaned up that makeup, though. She made sure that smeared lipstick and everything was tended to. So she comes in. Sam gets fucking tossed out of the church like nothing whenever he tries to go and attack her. I think he shot the gun and it like bounced off of Crowley's collar.
Yeah.
Like ding, like bounced off the collar. And Crowley at first is like, yay, like she's here to save me. And it's like, no.
Sorry.
She's here to usurp you. Like she's infuriated that a crossroads demon is somehow all of a sudden king of hell. She's like, what the fuck? Like of all the things that have changed between when I jumped through a fucking closet in what was it, 1950 something?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
No, 40s or 50s, yeah.
It had to be 50s because she said she killed that Thompson priest and he got killed in 58. So it had to be 50, maybe 58, 59. Maybe it was the last thing she did before Mana Letters. But she was like, of all the things that have changed, that's the thing that fucking blew my mind the most. You are king of hell? How the fuck did that happen?
It's another abomination.
Yeah, right? Right? And Crowley's trying to like talk to her and get her to be on his side, but she's like kicking the gun away, doesn't even stand up his chair. But Sam shows up out of
knock
nowhere.
him over?
Oh, was she who knocked him over? Oh, I think you're right. Yeah, I was
then
thinking
she starts going to town on
I
him.
was thinking the earthquake thing did. She like kicked him in the face, knocked his ass out. Like she was not playing around.
Yeah.
She was working out some aggression on Mr. Crowley. But Sam gets back in there and he got some of the holy oil out of the trunk, splashed it on her. Like I thought it was going to be holy water at first, but she just
I totally did too, yeah.
Right? But she didn't react to it like they normally do with holy water.
Yeah.
And there was no burning or anything. And then he lit the book of matches and I was like, oh, fuck.
Did you like how he was like, nice suit? I like the suit.
Right? Yeah. So Abaddon goes up in flames, but she smoked out.
Yeah.
So Abaddon lives to see another day. But does that mean she's going to be played by someone other than Elena Huffman?
I guess so.
That makes me sad. I like her.
Know.
That's the last we see of Abaddon, but they very clearly showed her smoke out. So I think she's going to be back next season.
I was so scared for a second when it started going towards Sam.
Oh my God. Same.
I was like, whoa. But then it just kind of brushed past him. I was like, thank God.
Right. Maybe because of where he is, like with the trials and that light that's getting stronger and stronger in him.
Yeah.
Like it's getting stronger and stronger as he's doing more and more of the stuff. So maybe
because it looked like it kind of almost like bounced off of him.
Exactly. Yeah, she went toward him.
I think you're right. Yeah.
Like it seemed like she went toward him. So but maybe she couldn't possess him because of the trial stuff. And he has his anti-possession tattoo on him too. So maybe that kept her from getting him. We haven't seen that tattoo in a while.
Yeah, I'd like a reminder.
I feel like it's been. Oh wait, no, that's a lie. We saw it this season when he was laying in bed with Amelia.
Oh,
Mm-hmm,
yeah.
Because we saw he's hairy now.
Mm. He's a man.
Mm-hmm. This is the daddy season. This is a season they're like, we grown. In heaven, Naomi has Metatron, and he explains that, like, I was picked. I was selected. Do you guys know what it feels like to be chosen by God? And then when he left us, he fucking left us paradise. And you all fucked it up. And I mean, he was saying they chased him away. So I was like, what?
Jealous.
I needed more of that story. Yeah, maybe they were jealous of him, or maybe he tried to be like, I should be in charge because I was the scribe. I was the word of God. There was definitely some bitterness on Metatron's part, for sure. So I'm thinking maybe that's what happened. Maybe he thought they all should have listened to him because he was hand chosen by God to be his scribe and all that stuff. That makes more sense to me. And then Naomi picks up like her dentist drill and like menacingly leans over and it's like, nee. So she's digging in because she's been asking Metatron what the fuck he's doing and why.
Not how I thought that they would be going to dig through his brain.
Right? Well, I mean,
thought it was going to be like,
like the special effects, like the
mind
hands.
to mind.
Oh, just
something.
Psychically?
I don't know.
Well, we saw her use that dentist drill in Castiel a lot, but that's when she was like brainwashing and stuff. So, but yeah, that's her magic dentist drill. So back in the church, Crowley is rambling and being like, oh my God, like we beat her. We did it. And Sam's like, what the fuck are you talking about? And he does sit Crowley back upright. So that was kind of him. And Crowley's like, yeah, like we work together. Like we're Foxhole brothers. We did it.
In the trenches.
Yeah, that's what it was. Foxhole is Annie. Crowley and Sam did not have a foxhole. But yeah, we were in the trenches. And he was like, you've never watched HBO, Band of Brothers, The Pacific? Like that means nothing to you?
When he started referencing girls and said that he was his Marnie, I died. Yeah. I was like, Crowley's really reaching here.
And he is just rambling, trying with all his might, because talking is literally the only thing he can do in this chair to get Sam to stop. He's like, please stop. So he's starting to have feelings, right? That's the effect of the blood. Sure enough, he goes off into a tirade about how Hannah in Girls, I'm going to cry, about how she deserved to be loved and that he deserves to be loved and that's all he wants is to be loved. And I was just like, oh my God. And just the way he said it and everything, that delivery, oh, my heart.
That's Castiel deep down.
I mean, it's all of them, right? It's all of them.
Right, yeah.
But fuck, man, whenever he's like going off Pacific and that turn, it hit me like a brick. I was like, what the fuck? And just once I sat there processing it, I just started crying. I was like, oh my God. And then whenever he realizes, Sam just kind of stops what he's doing and turns over his shoulder and is like, what? And Crowley's just sitting there like, because he doesn't even understand what came out of his mouth, right? And then whenever Sam's talking to him and is like, okay, we're going to do another one. And Crowley starts saying, can I get a favor from you? When you went in there and confessed, because Crowley was in the church, so he saw it, what did you say? How does someone like me, I'm like crying again. How does someone like me even begin? Where do I start? Yeah, because he's starting to feel guilt. He's starting to feel all this stuff. And he's been alive for how many years and been a demon for how many years? And whenever Sam was just like, well, let's start with this, closing the gates of hell. This is where we start. And the way he just leaned his head over, just submitted. Oh, Kevin calls Dean and Cas and it's just like, listen, I don't know what the fuck that Metatron was talking about. I am not seeing anything about killing a Nephilim and Cupid's, but like all this stuff, I'm not seeing this on the tablet. Yeah, maybe I'm just not there yet. Maybe I'm misreading some stuff, but I'm not seeing it. So I'm at the trials part and it's not there. I don't know what to tell y'all. And as he's talking to Dean and Cas, Naomi shows up and she looks terrified. She tells them that she's been looking through Metatron's brain and that he's not trying to close the gates of heaven. He's trying to cast all of the angels out of heaven and begs them to stop. And Castiel is just determined, like, no, fuck you, bitch. You're a liar. Can't blame him, right? After what she's done to him all season. Cannot blame him. But I think Dean probably picked up on that she's really fucking scared. And so he's like, wait a minute, Cass, like, we need to hear her out. We need to hear out what she's saying. And she was just like I told you, like, I want y'all to close the gates to hell and all of that. And I want to try and be a team player here. And Castiel, if you want back in the fold, if you want to come back into heaven and like help us make things right, help make things you did right, I'll hear you out. Like, let's work together. But fuck, man, stop. Like, this is not gonna help fix things, what you're about to do. Please don't do this. And Kevin's listening in on the other side, and it's just like, yeah, no, something's not adding up here. They're all kind of figuring that out.
I was glad Kevin was still on the phone for all that.
Right?
To hear all that.
Kind of get that vindication that he's right, that he's not misreading things or missing something. He's right that these trials are not what's on the tablet. Something shady's going on.
Just, I mean, like, it was verification more so. Like, he was already saying it, but then for her to say it and then him to verify, like, get that verification second, you know?
Yep. And then he was packing up his bag and just leaving at the end. Where the fuck you going, Kevin?
Yeah, I was like, whoa.
I mean, he has been saying all season, whenever I finish this, I'm done. So maybe he thought like he could take a little vacay for a little bit.
Yeah.
Whatever's on that angel tablet.
Deserved.
Right. But where are you going to go?
True. Yeah.
I would go play around in the bunker.
Yeah, I would stay in there and read and have a cocktail, you know, hang out there for a little bit.
Maybe he wanted to go get a snack.
You're safe.
There wasn't any food there.
I mean, imagine when was the last time he felt so safe.
Right?
I would stay.
There's no TV in there, though, so maybe he's bored. But he's an academic. There's a library full of shit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, yeah.
I was just like, where the fuck are you going, Kev?
Do you think there's no TV? He has to go catch up on his shows.
Right? Maybe. That's what it is. I got to go find me some HBO Go because these middle letters were ahead of their time, but not that ahead of their time.
Yeah.
Oh, well, whatever the reason for his leaving, I'm happy he was where he was. And we got to see all the stuff we got to see from his perspective from that angle. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Castiel takes Dean back to Sam because it's been 8 hours and they need to go check in. Oh, I forgot the most important thing that Naomi told them. Naomi told them that she was looking through Metatron's head. And so she got to see all the trials. She got to see everything on all the tablets. She saw it all. And she was like, your brother's going to die if he completes these trials.
Yeah.
It's about committing the ultimate sacrifice. So he's going to die if you let him keep doing it. I want the gates of hell closed as much as the next person. But I think that you deserve to know that that's going to be the sacrifice here. So Dean's flipping out at this point. Like, okay, Cass, like, we don't have time to try and do whatever the fuck it is that you're trying to do. We don't even know what we need to do next. Take me to Sam. So Castiel does take Dean to Sam, and Cass takes off.
Dean's probably like, fucking Cass, yet again.
Right.
Just leaving
me. Oh,
me.
He went back to heaven. He went back to heaven to talk to Naomi more.
Okay, that's what I thought.
That's what it was. That's what it was.
Okay.
He was like, let me go back to heaven to talk to her more. She said she would hear me out. Let me go talk to her. And whenever he got there, Naomi was dead on her desk. Her dentist drill had been shoved into the back of her brain. So Metatron got loose somehow and had that. And Metatron grabs Cass and throws him into the torture chair and explains that, yeah, it wasn't fucking trials. It's not anything that's from the angel tablet. It's stuff that I know. It's a spell. It's ingredients for the spell. And the last ingredient I need, he takes Castiel's grace. So now Castiel is
and
like
his essence
of who he is as an angel, right? I mean, at least he healed his throat first.
I thought that was kind of nice.
That makeup on that throat was phenomenal. It wasn't just a red line. You could actually see where it was like split open.
Meaty.
Yeah, that was phenomenal job there. So I guess Castiel, he's just like Anna whenever we first met her now. He's essentially human.
Mm-hmm.
Which is great because I feel like the writers have been so inconsistent with Castiel. Because how can you have any challenges or obstacles that you need to overcome when you've got an angel in your pocket, an all-powerful angel in your pocket? You know, they've had to keep him busy with this, keep him busy with that. He doesn't have time to help the Winchesters with this, or he's the bad guy. Yeah. But now he's going to be human. So hopefully that's going to get to change the story and we're going to get to see more of their dynamic together and all of that kind of stuff. But yeah, Metatron steals his grace and throws his ass back down to heaven. or to Earth, so that he can complete the spell in heaven. Dean goes into the church and tells Sam to stop. I'm gonna cry again. Tells Sam stop, and Sam's like, "What?" And he's like, "Stop. If you finish the trial," because he's all lit up now. He's like glowing. He's done all of the injections. It's been 8 hours. He's done all 8 injections. And he's got his hand cut open and is literally about to go and put his hand on Crowley and finish this last trial. But Dean's like, stop. If you do that, you're going to die. And the way he just went, so? I was like, oh my God. Oh my God. And he was just like, all I do is let you down. And he was so upset. And
he said that's what he went to confess.
Yeah.
Like how oh
no, my heart.
I can't even say it.
My heart. He just feels like he's a failure, and so
always letting him down.
Yeah, and here's something I can do where I can succeed and I can be this ultimate hero, and who cares if it takes my life? Just my fucking heart. And his face, like the makeup on him was phenomenal because he looked a fucking mess. And Dean, it just cutting his heart whenever Sam was like, "You don't trust me. You don't depend on me. You don't lean on me. Who else are you going to go and trust over me? Another angel? Another vampire? Like, what? It's not me." And Dean just being like, "No, like that is never how it's been. It's always been you." And then him going and just hugging him and just, I'm sorry, just telling him, like, just let it go. Let it go. Let it go. And you could see Jared Padalecki kind of relax into the hug and just, And Crowley sitting there who has feelings now. How was he keeping it together? My God. Sam like burns out, basically. The light like burns away. He starts like reeling in pain. And Crowley's making a face, like clearly something's happening. We see Castiel is just like in some forest somewhere running around. We see Kevin in Men of Letter's bunker, and all these alarms are going off, and the map starts lighting up with all these little red things and whatever. And then we see the meteor-looking shit coming down, and it's the angels getting cast from heaven. I wish they had just left it with the meteor-looking stuff, and that they didn't come in and show the person, because I want what an angel looks like outside their vessel to stay a mystery. Supposed to be multiple eyes, multiple faces, like all those kinds of stuff, but it just looked like people. And I was like, oh man, why'd y'all show that? Otherwise, this was a fucking insane finale.
Yeah.
I mean, that's basically it. We see these angels falling from the sky in a meteor, and you can see their wings like getting burnt away. I guess maybe that's why they showed it. They wanted us to know that not only are they being cast from heaven, but like they're going to be fucked whenever they get there. Their wings are getting burned and all that other kind of shit. They're going to be desperate, scared. It was written by Jeremy Carver, showrunner. No surprise, this was fucking phenomenal. And directed by, no surprise here either, Phil Segresha. Oh, God. Okay, so gore. I would say the goriest thing was Jody in the beginning, I think. And that wasn't even so much gore as it was just phenomenal acting by Kim Rhodes.
Yeah.
I mean, she fully went there. Her facial expressions, like she was showing discomfort, surprise, confusion, utter terror at the end whenever she couldn't stop whatever was happening. Just, yeah, so that wasn't so much gore. It's just like phenomenal work from Kim Rhodes.
Yeah.
So good. I can't think of, I mean, other than the blood injections and stuff, I can't really think of anything else.
I mean, I guess Castiel's neck opening, but there wasn't really blood.
Yeah, there wasn't really blood, but there was definitely a slit. And so I liked that. That was really good makeup. Metatron's eye was pretty oogie.
Mm-hmm.
That bloody eye. Naomi's head bleeding out.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I would say the gore award, even though there wasn't that much blood, Kim Rhodes, she made that uncomfortable to watch in like the best way. In the best way. I'm so sniffly.
No.
I've been crying for like an hour, I swear. Oh, so adore.
Oh, there's so much.
There was so much. Crowley's, actually Mark Shepard's performance.
Yeah.
In those, I'm like tearing up again just thinking about it. Oh, just my little outcast redheaded little girl self hearing that. I was just like, oh, I remember feeling like that whenever I was little.
Yeah.
Oh, shattered me. And then Jared Padalecki as well. Just
Yeah.
and Kim Rhodes. Those three performances in this episode, just complete
Well,
knockouts. Outstanding.
I thought Jared did a good job with his little speech to Sam too.
Oh, Jensen.
What did I say?
You said
Did
Jared.
I say Jared? Yeah,
Mhm.
Jensen. I
Yeah.
know Jensen.
Jensen's just, you could tell his heart, the character's heart was just broken hearing that come
Yeah.
from Sam. So I agree with you. That scene between Sam and Dean at the end there was just phenomenal. It was just
Yeah.
phenomenal. I was like already sobbing at that point. So I probably missed quite a few things that were being said. I mean, we're talking like like sobbing
No.
at that point. But yes, I agree with you. That was great as well. What about the lore?
Well, we're gonna reuse some lore from season 4 with the premiere of Lazarus Rising over angel lore.
I mean, I have a feeling we are going to see quite a few of them next season. So
Well, I would think so, yeah.
makes sense to do a refresher. Here we go.
In this article, this one says that our culture has an angel problem.
Ooh.
Lots of people talk about angels. We've got the guardian angel, Hallmark cards, angels on TV shows, angels that regularly feature in all manners of pop culture, highbrow, lowbrow. We've got sermons about them. And all of this chatter is almost without exception contrary to the picture of angels that emerges in the Bible. So we're going to clear up a few things about these angels that are appearing in pop culture.
Oh, thank goodness.
I know. We've all been waiting. Yeah. You're welcome. So angels are not comforting. They're scary. There's a reason nearly every time an angel appears to humans in scripture, the angel begins by saying, "Be not afraid." Aside from a thing appearing out of nowhere, their appearance is not what you might think. Angels do not look like fat babies or cute wing people.
Or sexy tax accountants.
Yeah, no.
Oh, no.
No, I'm sorry.
Boo.
They're described as having loads of eyes, fucking terrifying,
Oh, my God.
and multiple faces. I don't think that's going to be on a Hallmark card. And if it is, take it back. I don't want it. Angels are not dead people who got a promotion. You hear sometimes that when so-and-so died, I'm sure they became an angel. But no, angels are beings in the created order, which is quite different from humans. Angels are much like people, as people are like dolphins.
Okay.
So super similar. Sure, we're all made by God, but angels are heavenly beings with different tasks than those given to humans. The Bible does not talk about guardian angels. Angels sometimes help out humans, but they're doing this at God's bidding, and God is the real guardian angel. There is nothing in the Bible which would suggest that angels are assigned one-to-one to watch over a particular person.
Huh.
Cherubim and seraphim are plural words. I know cherub.
Right.
I'm not that familiar with seraph.
How's it spelled?
Seraphim.
Seraphim. Yeah.
But I know cherub is like, it's a cherub, but this is plural. Anywho.
You said no fat babies, though. So what's a cherub?
Well, that's what I think of when I think of a cherub.
Same.
Right. So these creatures may or may not be angels.
Oh.
The Bible lists a whole plenitude of orders of created beings. And some people would maintain that the cherubim and seraphim are kinds of angels, but it's also possible to make the case that they're as different from angels as humans are. But in any case, if you're going to talk about them, it's cherub or seraph. So it is seraph.
Okay.
And given the uncertainty of the cosmic order, we could at least get grammar right in this realm. That's funny. Oh my God. Oh, I like this. I like whoever wrote this. Okay, and honestly, angels don't sing. They probably don't sing, it says. There are scores of hymns about angels singing, but there's not much in the biblical sense to warrant it. They seem to shout a lot, though.
Shattering windows and mirrors.
Shout.
I said shattering windows and mirrors.
Oh, you're right. Oh,
Yeah.
Look at you.
Look, tying it back to the show.
We join our voices with angels and archangels in our celebrations of Holy Eucharist. There's nothing that would suggest that we have to be singing in 4-part harmony, though. Maybe they're shouting color commentary, more likely than shouting God's praise.
Ooh.
And the primary task of angels on earth is to carry messages from God. Most of the time when angels appear, it's to bring news. They usually bring this in a stunning news that only looks good with a bit of hindsight. And then we can celebrate the Annunciation now. But imagine how Mary felt that day. Zoinks, what?
When Mary was pregnant, like I think that, wasn't it, was it Michael or Gabriel?
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay, I got it.
But they're saying, like you're saying that they like shouted it at her. Yeah. Can you imagine how scary
well, and
that would be?
Yeah, they look terrible, and
you never even had sex.
You're pregnant.
Yeah. Multiple faces and eyeballs.
Oh, I'd be like,
poor Mary. Oh my
terrified.
God.
Oh, to your point, you just brought up Gabriel, and Gabriel shows up a lot. He appears to Daniel, then he shows up talking to Mary and Elizabeth separately. Muslims say Gabriel appeared to Muhammad and he was revealed in the Quran. And legend has it that Gabriel appeared to Joan of Arc as well.
Ooh.
Gabriel is important to all 3 Abrahamic faiths. This last one is angels are awesome.
Yay.
Literally. Next time you have a few minutes, read about angels, cherubim, and seraphim. You'll find yourself in Genesis, Isaiah, the Psalter, Ezekiel, Daniel, the Gospels, and Revelation, among other places. What other ones are there?
It sounds like a lot of work.
Right. And so today it says, let us celebrate angels, but we should do that with some trepidation, because if they show up, it'll scare the shit out of you. But then they'll probably have some amazing news to deliver.
Oh, yay.
That's what we got on angels.
Nice. Quote to close it out was from Metatron when he was talking about God. This is what he said whenever Cas asked what he was like that we couldn't remember earlier.
I knew there was, yeah.
Here we go.
Yeah.
That's why I didn't write it down earlier. I wrote it down here. Metatron said that God is larger than life, gruff, a bit sexist, but fair, eminently fair. Cheers.
Cheers.
Thank you for listening to Denim-wrapped Nightmares.
Follow us on Twitter or Instagram, leave a review, and let us know how we can get involved in the fandom.
This was fun, jerk.
It always is, bitch.
I started watching in 2005, and my parents raised me on Led Zeppelin and Styx and Toto and a lot of these classic rock bands. And so when I started hearing this in the show on WB, it's like, wow, this is great. No one's doing this. This is right up my alley.
As regards Supernatural, I was on the show for about 8 years. I was an executive producer and a writer and a director here and there. And I actually have written music for that show, which is cool. I even have a vocal on Ghostfacers.
I just think Supernatural is a really great example of how you can combine cinematography and music to just make something even better than it already was, even if it already seems really great by itself.
On September 13th, 2005, the WB television network aired a pilot for a new show starring a couple of young guys in a classic car, hunting monsters and jamming to classic rock.
Listen, we all know where this is going. Both Denim-wrapped Nightmares and In Defense of Fandom podcasts only exist because Supernatural aired 20 years ago and successfully created a cult hit phenomenon that's still going strong today.
We wanted to honor the show's anniversary and ongoing legacy. And what better way to do that as an audio medium than to look at the music of Supernatural?
One day I was just sitting in my office and I was browsing the internet and I saw this website for this TV show Supernatural, and you could change the radio stations. It was like a Flash website when Flash was still around. and you could change the radio station on the dial of the car. And I remember listening to the soundtrack going like, damn, that's what I've been missing. You know, it's like, this is the stuff that I've been longing for.
And the song itself, it's weird because maybe it didn't start out that way, but I think the song represents my relationship with the person I wrote it for, kind of similarly to the way Misha Collins probably feels about the character of Dean Winchester.
The first thing I was like, okay, what do they listen to? Is like, all right, Dean's a classic rock guy, and you know, and then we started to just go down that road of like, what music would be jingling around in their heads, you know what I mean, as characters.
For me, that's what'll stay with me for years to come. After I've forgotten all of the episodes in order, I will still remember that this cast and crew are just steeped in creative acts of service.
My name is Sadie Witkowski.
I'm Berly.
And I'm LA.
We'll be your hosts and DJs as we explore the musical world of Supernatural, both within the confines of the show and how it spread so much further than that.
Get your Walkman turned EMF detector ready. First episode drops in November.